Hey, what is up, you guys? We are back with another video. My name is Gavin. Today we are going to be giving you guys my top 10 favorite Disney movies. Now, Disney has made some great ones, but has also made some terrible ones. And today we're going to be going over the top 10 best Disney movies. I might do a top 10 worst Disney movies sometime, but what we're going to do is top 10 best Disney movies. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Coming in number 10 is Big Hero 6. Now, this is definitely a really great film overall. I think the villain was great. Well, not really great, but let's be real here. For most of the revival era, it was a very good villain. Let's be real here. We haven't really had that many good villains in the revival era. I thought that overall the animation was great. It had some really deep themes and had a lot to say about stuff, and really just hit people on an emotional level. And it really does work for me overall. I thought the characters were very fun. It's just a great fun ride. Coming in at number 9 is Lilo Stitch. Now, I do have a lot of nostalgia for this one, so that might be why it's placed so high, but honestly, I think this is really an amazing film. I think that the characters are really great. I thought that it switches from a lot of things. There's like this whole thing about, like, it'll switch from aliens invading to, from sister's relationship, and I think the sisters really hold this film and have great chemistry with one another, as well as you got Lilo and Stitch, who also have great chemistry with one another. It has all these elements that really do work as a whole. It's chaotic, it's insane, and it works for the film it's in. Coming in number 8 is Tango. Now, this is definitely a fantastic film overall, with some definitely fantastic animation, some great characters, and just overall working as a whole. The songs are very memorable, such as I Have a Dream, and there's a lot of stuff that this film has to offer. For example, like just the animation is just gorgeous. Like the whole scene with the lamps is just great. And just a lot of this stuff in this film really does work for me. Coming in number 7 is Alice in Wonderland. Now, this is a film that overall I don't think is really praised enough. It's madly underrated in my opinion. Of course, there are better Silver Age movies, and you'll definitely see those higher on this list, but I think overall Alice in Wonderland is definitely a hidden gem. I think the animation is phenomenal, as well as the world building. The characters are very interesting, quirky, and fun, and just the film has a lot to offer for you. If you want a lot to offer, this is definitely the film for you, and overall it works for me. Number 6 is Robin Hood. Now, I do have a lot of nostalgia for this one, so maybe that's part of the reason why it's so high in this list. But for me personally, I think this is overall a great film. You got the Sheriff of Nottingham, who's just overall which is one of the great side villains. It has a lot of emotion to it, as well as some great acting. Voice acting. And just overall, of course, you got the king, who's just this annoying, spoiled brat. You're not supposed to really take him too seriously as this threatening Disney villain. And overall, he works as someone you're not really supposed to take too seriously. I think that this is definitely a great film, and if you haven't checked it out, I would recommend it. Number 5 is Aladdin. Now, a lot of you are probably being mad that it's not in the top 3, but I don't think it's as amazingly phenomenal as a lot of people say it is. Of course, it is a fantastic film. Robin Williams is amazing in the role as the genie, giving like 10 pop culture references a minute, and he's just so fun and just unique and just different, and it works overall so well. I think that just like a lot of people always say, like, literally every time we have a quirky, fun, unique character, so they're Disney and say that they're a ripoff. And there's a reason for that, because of how great the genie is. Even without the genie, I think everything else is great. Even though Robin Williams pretty much does carry this movie, let's be honest. He's the reason why it's in the top 5. He's fantastic in the role. Jafar is definitely a really great villain. Of course, you got the parakeet, who's a very great sidekick to our main villain. I think that Aladdin is, of course, definitely a great character. And just overall, oh yeah, Jasmine. Jasmine's, of course, good, I guess. I don't love her. But overall, this is definitely a really great film. Number 4 is Beauty and the Beast. I talked about this in my top 15 favorite animated films of all time, and if you want to check that out, definitely go check that out. Beauty and the Beast is overall just a really fantastic film. It's one of the greatest animated films ever, honestly. I think that the animation is gorgeous. Gaston is a great, phenomenal villain, because he's not really trying to be a villain, and no one really thinks of him as a villain, so it really does work overall with an interesting dynamic. The characters are all interesting. You got the teapot, you got the candle, they're all memorable. And just There's some really clever humor in the film that you wouldn't expect from a kids movie. It's not really played just for laughs. It's actually very sophisticated for the way it's played out, and works overall. I thought the dynamic with Belle and the Beast was, of course, great. It's just a great film. What can you say? It's Beauty and the Beast. Number 3 for me is The Jungle Book. Now, apparently you guys liked it when I sang in my top 50 favorite anime films of all time, so I guess I'll do it again. Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your thoughts. Man, I love that song. That's one of my favorite musical numbers ever. I swear, it's so good. Just all of that is just. Of course, the songs are fantastic, like I just mentioned. The Bare Necessities song, and just of course you got Mowgli, who's a great character, Shere Khan, the bear, Beluga Bear. You remember all the characters' names. Like maybe forgot the Black Panther, but he's like, let's be real here, no one cares about him. And just pretty much all the characters are memorable in their own ways. I haven't seen this film in a while, and I still remember it to this day. And just it sticks with you. It's a film that's memorable, and it works as a memorable, fun time, and just a lot of fantastic things that this movie leaves a mark on you. Coming in at number 2 is The Lion King. Overall, this is a fantastic film with some amazing songs. Atabenya and Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And just dozens of other ones. I just can't wait to be king. Like I said, I can't sing. But, of course, this is just some fantastic songs. Elton John, I think, worked on the songs, and he's fantastic at making songs, so of course they're phenomenal. I think the animation is gorgeous, the voice acting is fantastic. Scar is by far one of the greatest Disney villains. I should do top 5 favorite Disney villains. That would be a good video. But they're overall just a phenomenal film that just works on a whole lot of levels. And if you haven't seen it and you're an animation fan, what are you doing with your life? See it now. Click off this video and see it. Number 1 for me is easily Peter Pan. Overall, this is just, what do I have to say more about it? It's Peter Pan. I've talked about this film ad nauseum on my channel. Fantastic animation, fantastic voice acting. All the characters are memorable, and it works for me. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.